Hi, artists. Welcome back. We are still on safari this week and we are looking at more animals. Now, last week we made masks and we talked about lines of symmetry and things being the same on both sides. Well, this week we're going to be looking at a whole scene. We're going to be creating a silhouette. So that means a shadow. So I've included in today's assignment a printout that has the instructions. It's just 3 steps. Step 1, 2, 3. And I have in there also some animals if you want to cut those out and glue those to your final picture. What you need for today is you need a white piece of paper and you need crayons. All right. Once you have these 2 things, you'll be ready for today's lesson. And you don't even need the whole box of crayons. I'll show you what colors I'm going to be using. So I'm going to take out all my yellows. I'm using all my warm colors. Let's see if you can figure out what those are. So I have my yellows. My crayon box came with 1 yellow. I'm taking out my oranges, and my crayon box came with 3 oranges. So look, I have my warm colors, right? Now I need my reds. And then the last one I'm going to need is my black crayon. Okay, I have my reds, my oranges, and my yellows. My big stack of warm color crayons here. Now, I don't need to use them all. I could just pick 3. I can use yellow, orange, and red because I'm going to be doing some color blending with my crayons. And then I'm going to go over top of it with my black crayon to make my animals and my scene. All right, so go get your things, get your space settled, and let's get ready to draw our animals. Okay, so I'm ready to do mine. I have it taped up here. It's hard to see right now, but my white paper is on my whiteboard. I'm going to start with my yellow crayon, and I'm going to go across the top. I'm going to go pretty light across the top to start with, but go all the way from one side to the other. And then kind of bring that, I don't know, a third of the way down, which is if you make a fist and you set it at the top, you should be able to fit 3 fists on your paper. So do like 1 fist all the way across in your yellow. It's very hard to see. I will hold it up to you in a second. But yellow is very light. So I did my yellow. Now I want to get out my next lightest shade, which is my light orange. Actually, it's called yellow orange, okay? And I'm going to start in the middle of my yellow, and I'm going to make it go from the middle of my yellow down and have its own section here. Just going back and forth, okay? My whiteboard gives it a little texture, but that's okay. All right, now I want to get out my orange, just my good old-fashioned orange. And I want to go from just a little ways up on that last part of orange and then start its own section about another fist down, right? Okay. I do have red orange, so I can go over. Oh, wait, I gotta get my red orange. There it is. My red orange. That goes from here inside the orange. You're going to be going back over all of this because you don't want any white to be showing. Because your sky's not going to have any white. So you have to go over it a few times for that. And then get your red out. I have my scarlet first. And then I'll do my red. Now this is step 1. This is just the sky. We're doing the sunset here. And I'm going to untape it and show it to you up close here in just a second. I'm just going to finish my red. And like I said, I'm not really finished. I just have the basics. So I'm going to take this down. There we go. And show you up close. See my pencil lines or my crayon lines, sorry. So I went from light to dark and I just went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I have to keep doing that over and over and over and over again. And now this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with red, work my way down and end with the yellow at the bottom. Then I'm going to flip it over again and I'm going to go from yellow and I'm going to color the whole page yellow for my third and final time. That way it's totally filled in. So let's imagine I've done that. Now it's time for me to get out my black crayon, okay? And on my black crayon, or with my black crayon, I need to make my scene. Now my scene should have elephants, it should have trees, it should have giraffes. And like I said, you can actually print what was sent to you, what's posted here, and you can glue it on, or you can try it yourself. So I'm going to give it a try. These trees are kind of fun to draw. So if we start, like I said, with the letter Y a couple weeks ago. So Y, if you can make the letter Y, make a few letter Ys, and those are going to be your tree branches. Make them pretty thick though, so they stand out. Lots of little Ys. They don't have to be perfect. Crayon over crayon is hard to do, okay? Attach them with a few branches here and there. And we do want to make sure that our trees end up getting some tops on them. So this is where we would use those types of lines that we talked about back when we were in Egypt. And we were talking about different shapes and types of lines. So you want to use some of your different line types here. And we want this totally colored in. So we just keep going over that because it's a shadow. It's a silhouette, okay? So we keep going over that. We get our trees in there. We want this one to have a top on it too. And maybe you just want those 2 trees in your story. That's fine. But you want a little bit of ground. Everybody's standing on the ground. There's a little hill here. Okay, and maybe you just want to pick 1 or 2 of your favorite animals. Maybe you want, let's see. I'm looking at a picture of an elephant. That's what's inspiring me. I'm trying to get my pictures here. So maybe I want my elephant's trunk to be up in the air. Okay. Get my elephant's ear. Remember, elephants are a big animal, so we want to make sure that we have a nice big body on our animal. And we don't want to leave the red in there. We want to color that all in. And maybe your elephant will have tusks on it too, so you want to put some tusks in there. You just keep coloring. Color it all in. This is just black crayon right over top of that other crayon. Now pick as many animals as you want. I put in there the outlines of zebras, the outlines of giraffes, the outlines of elephants in your example that I sent you. So this one just has my big elephant because it's my favorite animal. So I have my elephant and I have my trees. So I want to make sure I fill in my ground. We'll go about to here with the ground. And now you get to get out your cool colors. So we used our warm colors for the background. So the cool colors are going to be purple, blue, and green. And you're going to make circular patterns around to make the border. But you're going to put those circular patterns inside of squares. So we're going to make squares with a circular pattern inside of it. So I'm going to get out my purple, my green, and my blue. Oh, my green is stubborn. It got stuck. All right, so I have those 3 out. And now I'm going to make a blue square here to start it in each corner. Make a blue square. You can make your squares wherever you want. These are going to be my borders. And then inside of those squares, I'm going to make a purple circle and then color the background green. And then you want to just continue the pattern however you'd like around. Now, if you just want to do just those simple designs in the corner, you can do that. If you like that same design to go all the way around with you, you can do that. I'm just going to quick color this in so I can show it to you up close. So you can see it's not, this project's not difficult. It just takes a lot of time because there's 3 really important steps. So let's go through it again. We did the background, right? We did our background. Then we picked our silhouette. We did that with black crayon. And now we're going to do the border. And it's just a simple circular design. Now, circular design could be an open circle or it could be a closed circle. You get to decide. And I can't wait to see all your safari pictures. Have fun.